岁吧，34岁罢了，几年轻，知道吗？那个 manager 这样子啊，我的老板的老板34岁吧，所以我就可以跟他讲很多有的没有东西哦，因为差不多同岁数嘛。那么如果是要很老啊，完了40、50岁啊，你敢讲这种东西？有是不是？他们会啊，他们会觉得你不尊重他啊，他们会觉得不尊重他。没有，我会尊重啊，因为看他哇老啊，我要尊重他，是吧？对吗？
ouch，
哦，是的吧？这些
尊老爱幼，OK，good，
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I
都
should have
有可能
spoken to
做到
you
很累哦，
sooner,
就是很想换
told
工。
you what I knew,
唉，
and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do
我
you
们也
intend
是
to do that?
跟
As you now
他们
know,
跟我讲，
I knew your
准
mother.
备啊，他一方面还
We
开
had
心，
trouble
可是还有一件
communicating at
的
first, of course,
有点
but we
的，
gradually learned to understand one another.
还不知道要不要开车上
She
去？
was important in her
哦，我看他
village.
还是最近开始
Based
还是
on
做
what
的
I
很
know
迟啊，
today,
以前也是没这样
I
子
think
啊，
she
开
was
始
a
慢慢做
Danega.
迟
She told me
啊，
her name, Arelwyn,
没有，他那是
and told
contract，
me
他那是
about her
contract，
family. She even gave me a pendant for you.
做马斯德大，
You were only a child, so I gave it
他
to Mrs.
是
Desade
马
for
斯德大，
safekeeping.
做了
She
差不
gave me a
多
necklace
还
when I
一
went
年
to say
contract
goodbye
要
to
完
her.
了，
She
嗯
said it was a
，so
family heirloom.
我
Didn't
看
your
他
mother tell you the
看他
name
做
of
应
her
该是蛮不
village?
错啊，因为
No,
他只有做
but I'm
project 啊，
sure the Norts
有人
can
找他
help
做
us.
project，他老板丢给他
They were
project
the
叫他
ones
做，
who took your
所以应该
mother
是
to
做
the
的很不错。
continent.
不过我觉得
It was such a
他一定是
long time
extend 的，
ago.
either extend 或
How
是
can I
either
find
转
out if
正
they
哦。
remember?
啊，
The
反而看另
Norts
外一个就是感
record
觉这应该
everything
是
down to
很
the
难的，
gentlest
很难继续
breeze.
啊，不管会不会继
They
续。
must have written something in a logbook
感觉这样
somewhere.
啊，
So, do you
也
want to
不
try
因为
and
不同
find
地嘛，
out
可是我
where
感觉
you
这样，
come from?
让
Do
他
you
的
want
team
to
的人
find
没有
your
跟他很好这样
relatives?
子啊，哇，
Yes. All this is so new to
哦，
me, but
好不好 OK 哦？
I suppose so,
我们还是
yes.
committee 耶，
Let's go then.
那种做活动的 committee 啊，还有去拽耶，真的。因为他之前 contract 嘛，他就讲嘛，他要做多点东西，这样他有机会转正嘛，这些也是对的啊，也是对的，所以他就做，他也是 committee 咯，是不是可以看到好吗？
说和曼讲有女朋友没有？或者是他准备结婚了？
所以可能没有啦，这还更惨啊！他真的是他那种应该是要遇到一个女孩子啊，那种讲啊，哦，我喜欢老实的，那个就是他，他真的是那个老实的，很老实那种，这样哦。
啊，
啊，港牌。哦，之前哦，before 他在这个公司的时候，他讲还想去写没有啦，我跟他讲啊，你写来是为了去找一个做这个工作，叫人工作那个机器上去帮他拍东西啊之类的、啊。你连那个飞那个机器都没有，你写什么鬼？是不是？至少你要有吧，你要试玩嘛，完了过后你才知道你自己自己你现在是因为你看到人家觉得很好，所以你要做。
Your armor is falling apart.
这个
对啦，你也是很累了啦，差不多睡一天，早点睡觉吧。
嗯，
Sense of Salazar，
有时候我没有在玩，我开之后放个鞭炮。
我看到 man，
你看到
我看到你的名字，然后有一个 zig，好像是一直叫这样子。
哦，说因为呢，我们在玩我放这边吧，我是开进去看，因为我看到嘛便宜哦，就买下来哦，我才
结果
快几块钱，我就买下来了，进去玩看咯。要不然看到好像 review 还很不错这样，落进去还感觉上还有点像是那个猫 and play 这样子啊，
，OK，
啊猫 and play 这样子啊，你 control 一个 hero，然后你这样子哦，去找兵，找 hero，找那个 component follower，我去打啊，这就是
Protect me in this battle!
哇，我少见玩，明显玩面膜变好玩这样，
的确，
我等 company 的 hero 去。
但是
是啊，我是觉得应该没更好啊。
seriously you consider COH3 32后星哦？
等着啊，没啦，因为我是喜欢 RTS game 的嘛，我是很喜欢 RTS game 的。你看我基本上我已经要把 Steam 里面的那些 RTS game 买到玩下来了，有了没有我都基本落到玩下来了。Warhammer 啦，Red Alert 3啊些啊，还没有 Red Alert 2吧？我跟你讲，不然我也是下去了咯，就不要打一个 campaign 吧。那个以前那个 Red Alert 2啊，Uni 啊，不是啊？哦，其实我还是很喜欢的。哦，最帅啊，最好玩了。哇，我一看到，都落下来了，都完了。像那个沃海默，他的木啊，根本给我倒入了几多去哦。我玩那个沃海默那个 Soulstorm 哈，里面现在已经有整30多个 race 了，30个多个 faction 了，慢慢打到我，对不对？我就是喜欢他，
我还吗？
没办法。对哦。哦，
我放
真的很多。
弃掉了。
哦，一个 Prima 一个 Prima 这样子。没有，我是 Emperor 的 fans 来，我真的是哦，我很我的 fans 来啊！我很想买那个 Dark 派，可是 Dark 派抢 game 嘛，我怕我打一下，我又很累啊，我会晕啊，我怕我打呀，我会晕啊，所以不敢买。可是没有，我还没，为什么 game 玩的？跟你讲，妈的，每次就是那种出来这样子什么烂 game 来。而且因为他只会给那种小公司去做，那小公司做的全部是半 game 来的，很险。那种走个子啊，
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this
哦，
place.
因为他
She
们玩
said
的
that
全
the
部是那
village
种
was
走个子的
devoured
game
by
嘛，
the houses
走
of the
2个走
sons.
3个，像
How
那
could
个
their
F
chief
控这样子
accept
啊，
this?
All
很
that's
对了，
left to do is
很
to
懒惰玩
find
这种，
Father
大家
Justinius.
想玩就是那种 RTS 哦，这样子哦，不要太 strategy 嘛，那种 control 打比较玩。所以你看基本上我每年会有一个时间，我就会重新到入 StarCraft 2，我就打。好咯，手海啊，我是觉得很手海啊。我有没有 game 玩哦？最近有什么好看的RTS game 啊？
暂时没有。
就是好像都没有。
First person shooter 这样子。
哦，现在都很行这种。
阿明。
要不然我就是玩那种 management 的 game 豆子，对哦，那是我们多的机，
Bird
这是
tier
空
to
间
lad. Why are you wearing the same clothes as Renaxe?
哦，只是跟你们讲那个《The Last of Us》那个 TV series 出了，Episode 1出了，我 download 了，我还没有看。 通常就是大多数成功与失败就看season 1啊，或者是
他就
可能
去踢啊。
头1、2集 OK，但是
Welcome
中间
to
的话
Eden,
就
the
是有时
lighthouse of
候
faith,
他很
harmony, and
fucked up 那些
civilization
complication
in
了，然
these
后
wild
就是这样
lands.
子，
Thank
就是
you.
这样子。
Desade, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And
只是
I
说
am
一开始
Father
好看，
Justinius. Delighted.
一开始好看啊，
And what may
很
I do
精
for
彩啊，
you?
但是过后那个 writer 就 fucked up 了那
The
个
Mother
story。
Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find
不
them
过以
at
前我
all
玩的那
costs.
个
If you want to learn more about these
是什么 game
tablets,
啊？我找
you
不
should go ask Sister Eugenia.
什
She
么
supervises the theologians who
Sid
discovered them,
Meier's
and we're
Pirate 那
also
个，
guarding
你
them.
讲那个
You should find her a bit further in the village, with her
这个玩
colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlo
就是
most likely had a hand
就
in
是
this. They must
其
have
实他
wanted to
develop
please
叫
the
Sid
demons
Meier's
they
Pirates。
worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
里面
Perhaps
有
the
咩？
demons are giving them this power. Unless
不
one
过
of
我
the
很怀念
natives
就
living
是
in the
Command
village
Conquer
innocently
General，但是很
mentioned
可惜
哦，是，我也是很
Steam
喜
没
欢。
有。
Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
上次我有试过，我从 Skip 那边 download 那个 Command
must leave
Conquer，但是很奇
Goodbye
怪，
May the
我 download 了
enlightened
下来的
always
话
keep
我
you
跑
in
进
their
去里
divine
面玩
blessing.
很
wonder
laggy，
how
我
my
不懂发生什么
people
事情，
could
很
accept the
laggy，
priests
然后
settling
就
in
直
their
接
home
crash
like
game
this.
了，
It all seems a bit too convenient.
或者
If
是
we find out some information about
crash
the
game 了过后
history
就
of
直接
Eden,
开不到了。
maybe we'll change our view on
因为我
things.
要uninstall 它，要
theft of the
install 回
relic is
去，
probably
也
not
是
a
一样。每一次
coincidence.
就是我一要玩的时候，就是我不懂发生什么事情，crash game 了。我有看那个 YouTube 啊，mod 那些 mod 都很够力，很漂亮啊，但是就是我玩不到，要到台模的神这样子。
妈game。圣马文明应该是什么 game 啊？那种打架 game 啊？
什么？你讲那个 Midnight Sun 啊？
I'm
很
glad
像
to see you,
XCOM
my
这样，
child.
很像 XCOM 这样子的 ，but XCOM Plus 那种 card 这样子的。
哦。
Tell me about how you created this village.
We
只
did
有
not create it from the ground up.
还不是很多
It was built
character 啦
around an
，maybe 可
existing
能
native village.
可能
The
多
islanders called it
3、4个月，或者是半年，
Vixenega,
或者
which
是
translates
年
to
尾，或者
the
明年可能
village
会有
of the
DLC
old
瓜。
Huh. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably
Ah,
chosen
no.
this name in memory of Saint Mateus, and everything here fit the
我
description
觉得
of
很多
Saint
新
Lucius.
game 有
The
discount
discovery
呢
of the tablets
那
proved us right.
个
So we
什么
decided
那
to
个
rebuild our
咖喱
Eden
多斯，
here.
那
In
个
the
什么咖喱
spirit
多斯讲，好
of
像
peace
Dead
and
Space
harmony
那个
which is
developer 也
described
是
in the
有 discount
scriptures.
了啊，然后28%这样子，吓到我。
Why share this
对
village
的
with the
卡里
natives?
Store
To
Protocol
replicate and resume the work of our
20%
founder,
discount，
of course.
吓
If
到
he
我
came
新
here and
game 哎。
managed to convert the natives, then it is
但是
our
我不
duty
懂啊，
to
有
do the
些
same
之前我又
thing.
看到
By living
上网很多
side
人
by
preview
side
讲
with
很
them,
好，
it is
很好
much
玩，
easier
但
for us
是
to
过
pass
后我
on
又看到
our
很多人就
teachings.
骂到很烂这样子。
How well do you get along with the
感觉
natives?
是要
同
赚钱哦。
Very well,
它
of
是
course,
这个
especially
是
since those who opposed our presence left.
是那个 Dead
Left
Space 的那
To
个
go where?
公司出的。
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Mateus. That helped to convince them.
没有什么 game 好玩，明显。
And how well have
Oh,
neighboring
no,
villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be
我觉得
perfectly
很多
honest.
人
So,
很多公
we
司一直
sent the missionaries.
postpone on
There
release 那
are
些
still
game 这样子，
frequent
全部
conflicts with the
不出
village
声
of
这样子
Vedlo,
了。
a highly violent
可能
village
之
of
前
heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There are no Onolmanawi
可能
and no warriors here either.
可能就是好
Did they
像
all
之前
leave?
Cyberpunk 这样子讲到很够力很够力，结果 delay 了过后又有出了过后就很烂咯，然后 Anthem 咯 BioWare 那些咯，然后 Bethesda 一直那个 476 开始自己哦，然后过后他要 develop 其他那些 game 的话又 fucked up 了这样子，所以。我看到很多 maybe 很多公司那边就讲，哎，算了，我们
I must leave
我们
you.
release 多了，
Goodbye.
我们 release
May
多
the
information，
enlightened
很多人就
always
很
keep
多
you
high
in their
expectation， 我们
divine
给很
blessing.
high expectation，但是我们做不到，就很多人 complain，所以现在索性是各个店不要出声这样子，不然的话就是 remaster 咯。但是很可惜，那个之前讲那个 Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 那个 One，讲要 remaster 过后 cancel 掉了。 原本也是给 Bethesda 那个公司出那个 Fallout 之前那些什么 Obsidian 还给Obsidian 做，但是过后不懂为什么去年年尾他讲 cancel 掉，刚刚 announce 没多久讲 remake， 不到2个月过后讲 cancel 掉，所以我也是不懂发生什么事情。
asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
我只是看到时候一直换人哦，一直换 director 换 director 这样子哦，然后过后不然的话就是那些script writer 换 script writer 然后那些什么 graphic designer design background 那些全部一直辞职，请新的辞职这样子。
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us, or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
我不懂这个的汉达，我有跟汉达讲过这个，我不懂德森你有不喜欢这个叫做 Knights of Honor to Sovereign。
We intended to bring them to San Mateus later, but first we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible.
Knights
You can
of
go and take a look in the
Honor
shack if
to
you want
Sovereign，
to.
我在那
I
个
couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
不好玩，好像是不是
I
好像
imagine
那
someone was
个
keeping watch over them.
Of
浩海
course,
那
we
个
took turns guarding the
Heart of
shack.
Iron Plus
But some
Rome
of us
Total
can't
War
have taken
2，
the task that seriously. If I
应该是
remember
讲
correctly,
Crusader
it was
King
Brother Virgil who was
3
guarding them that night.
Plus
Well, thank you for
Total
these
War
pieces of information.
I am the one who
这样子
should be thanking you.
RTS ，so
Especially
far
if you managed to
我是知道
retrieve
这个
the
是
tablets for
positive
us.
feedback 啦。
是
The
吧？
Mother Cardinal
总之，他
told
别
me
在
that
整个
this
地下
village
之
had
下，
been
我
developed
做这
on
个
the basis
还
of
没买
Saint
到。
Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its
我在
creation?
看到这个
Yes.
RTS list，
I was sent here to confirm
From the
that this
God,
place
wow.
is indeed the one described in the writings, and then
大
I
家全部
stayed.
都
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most
那
of them
好
were
玩
not
了，
in
你有
favor
没有
of us living
campaign？
amongst them.
那
They
campaign
were afraid we
没有
might chase
campaign
them out of
啊，
their
现
own
在一下子
village.
不好了，
And
打
there
打
were
打打
even
打
more，
一定会重
protests
新玩
once
重
we
新买，
started talking
玩
about
到我睡觉
searching。for traces of
你
Saint
关掉。
Mateus. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones
那
and
那
other
个比
places
较好
of
玩，你
superstition.
玩那个总币啊，那个我之前玩那个总币，那个 good 了，同样的 game 很好
Were
玩
there any
超好
confrontations
玩
with
的
the。natives?
Yes, the warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo
对啊，
Luminous
就是
actually had to intervene.
给他骗了，
The
给他
Inquisition
骗了
managed
去
to
买，
make them
这
run
样
away.
久了，那 game 几
The
久了啦
islanders？tried to attack
2年
again
我
with
看
the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village,
啊
finally
开一个塑
accepted
形
our
机会没用
presence,
了，
things calmed
剪
down.
掉。
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful.
哦，
Thank
进
you.
长之以
I
后
will，let you work.
我不那个。
那个好像越出越烂这样子，三国那些也是越出越烂了。
对这个
Greetings,
我是玩到很久。
Desade. I am handling the investigation into
难道
the
你是
theft
讲
of
这
the
个？
tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to
新
talk
长
to
野
you.
望新
I'm
生。
Brother Virgil.
对
What
对
would you
对，
like
我
to
看
know?
到了。
诶 ，mostly positive for I'm going back to Noble 14. This is BS.
According to your colleague,
Refund.
you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
不懂，我也是觉得这个也是 develop 到太
What can you
high
tell
了，
me
这样
about
子
that
也是
night? Did you hear or see
越
anything?
做越烂这样子。
No, nothing in
嗯，
particular.
是我这
The
个
night was quiet,
只看了
and
都不
then
知
the
道。
morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets.
我觉得也
How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the
我
morning.
我是知道他那些 DLC 很 fuck 越来越贵这样子，很 ridiculous 这样子
Do。you suspect
Yeah.
anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did
我知
tell
道
me that
是
the
最好
tablets
玩
were
就是那
priceless.
个什么
Of course. But our
那
motivation is
个我们
not
读
the
大学
lure
玩
of
那个
profit.
那个是最好
All that
玩
matters to us
啊
is their value as
那
proof,
个什么
not the
sphere of
money we can make
influence，
out of them.
然后过后的他那个什么信长野望那个什么什么有一
Do you
个什
think the
么
culprit could be a
ascension
native?
Well, since none of
啊，那
us
个
did
很
it,
烂。
it seems obvious.
过
There aren't many other
后
settlers
他
around
出那
here,
个
and the
那个
natives knew
大
of the existence of
八
these
字
tablets before we
大
found
戏，
them.
那也
They
是
were
很烂。
attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish.
觉得他们就
But
是
you won't find
他们
anything
develop
there.
这 game
And why does it
有
matter anyway?
我觉得是
There
到
were
reach 了
witnesses
他们所
to
谓
the
的那种
discovery of
golden
these
age 了
tablets.
过后，现在是一直
We have
fucking
all the
decline 了。
proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian
运动
to
的
say
突
such
破
things.
来其实这种 pattern。
Have you been in Eden for a long
讲
time?
真，三
Two
国
months
说话我还
approximately.
是喜欢
Back then,
死意，我只
there
是
were
嫌
still
弃他的
some
麦太
pagan
小罢
natives
了
in。the village. I joined the
讲剧情又
Sister
小，
Eugenia's team with
而
some of
其
my
他的什么
colleagues,
什么，
so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once
那
we
个
were
OK，
here,
我们玩完 G
I
1的，
understood
首
that
先
my real
OK，
mission
嗯，
was with
后
the
面是谁？
islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a
逼我去
blessing
玩那个
for us.
rifle 呢，就
I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course.
一点点。
I will leave you to your work.
我觉得你太
Goodbye.
闲了，所以你要是随便找一个来满足我的需求。
然后我一看到啊，又便宜啊，OK 了，去了。那个我玩那个觉得啊 bug 啊，这种旧 game 就是闲的时候，我玩一下，为什么没这样子？会太烂。太烂了，我也不一定是。
Hello.
Oh,
I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desade. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onolmenawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the
以前那
people
个
of
叫什么？
Ptolemy
我们以前
and
玩
how
那
you
个
received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the light and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours, and we
他们好
had
像讲
new
的 SimCity 那些，
neighbors.
他们越做越烂，
The
他
priests
们的
claimed
idea
they
越
had
做越
managed to
烂。
convert you.
然
How
后
did that happen?
SimCity 是
As
under
long as we
Microsoft 嘛
refused to
，Microsoft 好
listen to
像基
them,
本上就是
they were
abandon
violent.
abandon 那种 consumer request 这样一些东西，他们只是我行我素这样子，我要 develop 就 develop， 我不要 develop 就不要 develop 这样子。
They leave us alone. Some of the things
所以我
they
看到
say
啊，
are
我开始
beautiful
出那
and
种
their
像以
magic
前
is
那种 walk 啊，
impressive.
那种 game，
But we do not
像我看
forget
到那个
our spirits.
One of the
Oh, fine,
theologians told me that you would
我
help
觉得
them in
很
their
多那些
research.
game，
They wanted to find
他们
tracks
现在
of the
全部
old
好像
sage,
自
of the
从
one
PUBG
they
那些
called
东西一
Saint
定要那种什么
Matthias, and they were
PVP 一直
rummaging
玩
through
PVP 就
everything.
是要吸引
Our
人去玩他的
Donegad
game，
did
就
not
是
want to tell
这
them
种
anything,
PVP 这样子，好像这种
because
Conqueror's Blade 啊，
the
这样子
old
只是吸
sage
引
is sacred
online
here.
multiplayer 咯
But
，for 那种
since they
single player 啊这
violently
种 real
interrogated
time strategy 呢，
everyone,
就是越来越
I
少，不然的
brought
就
it
所谓的 real time
boys
strategy
to
就好像
guide them to
DOTA 这
the
样子哦，一
place
直
where the
他们就是一
stones
直出这
were.
种所谓的 DOTA 类似那些东西，就是他们就是
What happened to
focus 要
your
赚钱这样
warriors?
子。
Why did they have to
不像
leave the
以前这样
village?
子那种要那种
They did not
story
accept
in
the
depth 啊那
presence
种，
of the
嗯，
priests and their
没有了，全部好
questions.
像死到完
They
了。
tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre,
哎，
the chief of Vedlug, for her help.
那故
那个
事也没有
我没有，
啊，
The priests
那
called
故事也
the
不好啊，
Soul
对不对？
Lasser, the burning suns, and they killed many of them. Oi asked for peace,
要弄
and the
成
others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the
那
Vos
改了什么
Tyrant.
点掉？
But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we
他
are.
很像
Not
Frostpunk 这
savages,
样。
nor monsters, but men, perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Like
然后
so
有
many
choice
others.
consequences，
I knew that the story would be
很
more
多
complex than
technology
we'd been
这
told.
样些东西。
Separated
City
this
builder,
village into
space
two
strategy,
parts. The
survival,
exiles must be
building.
broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
Had they been wiser and accepted their new neighbors, they'd never have been forced to leave.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
那这样哦，感觉不错。
感觉啦，我没有玩过，但是我是看到说是一个 positive review 这样子。
先加去我的 video 先。那有打架来吼啊，不能一直走，哇，很险的，我看到那边。说吧，玩到现在，你看，Stair 是我最喜欢的，因为现在是你每一次玩，每一次都
There
不
is
一样，
only
对不
one
对？每次都
entrance
会
and the
哦
door
，fuck
shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm
可是
that
那
he
是一个网
probably
吧
fell
开玩的
asleep.
游来，
So the thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's
看
very
我
likely
玩
that that's
几久
what，happened.
我
But
玩几久，
someone must have informed them.
迪士
It
尼
can't be a
动那边，
coincidence that they decided to
那迪士
steal
尼
it
动那
during the
边，我
watch
怕
of
我
the
会
only
我怕会掉
neglectful
那边会
guard.
动的话，
You think that the one who told them is in this
我
village?
会哦，
We know
我
that
不
this
敢，不
theft
敢，不
could
敢
be an
开玩
act
最
of
近，
vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here.
我怕我
They
开玩，
must
我
still
跟
have
我
allies
睡
in
觉
the。village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
这我看到的是 cosplay 这个 game，sorry
set 啊，
啊，我在看这个 game，
很旧了都哦。
哦，我想说我应该买哦，应该那玩意，拜，是吧？很好玩了。
最新的是2016年底吧，Gothic 3。
You have returned
哦
on all
哦，我
Manawi.
之前我有买过翻版
Do
的，
you need
就是其
something
他些
else?
building 然后一直，总而言之，你有够 resource 的话，一直 O 那
I
个
think
饼
I
出来，
know
然
who
后
stole
你
the
就好像
tablets.
变成一个
Really?
battalion
I
这
believe
样子。
those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so
Okay,
simple when it comes to her son. I have to go.
Like so many others.
看他还没有睡觉。哦，你有打算到那个 Oni 那个 rock lake 吗？嗯，走啊！啊，德文你也是要准备 graduate 的。啊，不
Greetings.
方便。
Are you Vindwal?
Bertia Tumad. Yes, that is me.
这样怎样
What do you want?
准备 stop 什么patron 他了是吧？
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace.
诶，
Some
也是
people
问多了
dislike
吧
him,
嘛，是吧？
not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the
哦，收
mind
马币10块钱。
shakers made him forget what we
我介
are.
绍你玩那个
He almost
介绍你那个什么
speaks like them now.
Domination 那个，哎呦，他只是 Patron，他 Patron 是出
Listen,
0.6，
I
哎
know
呦，
you
我
helped the
好
exiles
像
to steal the tablets of
等
Saint
不及这样
Matthias.
子，他现在
No.
是收发宝贝是
This is not
0.5，
true.
我知道
It
Patron 是
wasn't
0.6，
me.
但
There's
是
no
好像
point
是
in
算
denying it.
英镑，好
I
像
know
是
you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what
Oh.
do you want from me?
Tell me where the exiles are. I must retrieve these tablets.
You're asking me to betray my son. Promise me that you won't hurt him.
I promise.
OK。
But if he reacts violently, I'll have to defend myself.
Then I hope he'll be reasonable. Bran and the others are hiding in the woods, beyond the circle of stone.
Thank you, Vindwal.
him down!
OK 了，那我睡觉先了我 off 先了。好，OK，晚安。
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden. What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions. I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
Had you respected this village, you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, of an islander captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier 3D who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank you for your help, Admiral.
Desarde?
Yes, Admiral?
Don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Come closer, good people. Oh, it's you that fits you like a glove. We'll make it for you. Oh, so great. The best forge in Tier 3D.
Greetings. My caravan goes through all the cities, and the journey is safe. So, where would you like to go?
To Hikmet, please.
Let us thank the enlightened that a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Come closer. Come closer.
Hello there. My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember. And yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
Do you need a little gold to jog your memory?
You're quite the merchant, aren't you? But since you're asking so nicely, I do actually need a new sail.
Here's your gold, Captain.
Perfect. My old boat thanks you. Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people.
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. but I remember the village Denegad, kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue, but it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tearfradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me, but others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
The chief of your village.
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find it.
The islanders protect their Donegad. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
Here comes our pay, boys!
May the shadow engulf our enemies! There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks like How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
Arelwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Arelwyn, who died far away from us all. And divorced Tirce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Arelwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magam. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.